Greetings, Internet. My name is the Bearded Ferret, and welcome to another Pokemon Sun and Moon Thoughts and Ideas Reaction, whatever you want to call it, video. Today, we've got a lot. We've got three new Pokemon. We've got a new battle mode. We've got information on Margeana, and maybe something even more. But it's just a lot. A lot has dropped. Three new Pokemon after we just got two new Pokemon not long ago. Oh, a lot happened. And I'm pumped. I've been looking at things. I've been excited. I'm going around like, holy crap. I've been looking at Twitter and everybody's like, oh my god, this and oh my god, that. But let's dive right into it. The first big thing for me is that we finally have a revelation of that bird, that little wireframe Pokemon we got way back at the beginning. Very first reveal of Pokemon Sun and Moon, we got the wireframe for a Pokemon, and that Pokemon is Pika Peck? Pika Peck is a woodpecker. It's Woody the Woodpecker. It's a little bird. And it is, in fact, a normal flying type, so that's interesting. I don't exactly remember, but I think I stipulated it might be fire as well because I had red, but it's just a normal flying type for now. It does evolve twice, it seems to be, so it is the, beginning of the game bird like we all thought it would be, and it's going to be the next Pidgeot, the next Talonflame, whatever you want to call it. But Pika Peck is, it's just a little woodpecker Pokemon, and that's awesome. I love little woodpeckers, but just the fact that we finally know what this Pokemon is after so long. We've gotten so much information about Sun and Moon since the beginning, and now we have a name and a face to go with this little wireframe we got oh so long ago. But Pika Peck can strike 16 times a second with its beak. These strikes are powerful enough to not only drill through hard wood, but even shatter stone. The noises made by their blows can signal others. Some of these signals have been identified as warning signals and greetings among allies. Pika Peck trainers have grown to recognize them as well. These Pokemon drill holes in trees and store food in these holes. They are all small. They also like small glittering objects and will tuck them away in their food stores. 2. It is often said something lost, something missed. Check inside the Pika Peck nest. Pika Peck will attack distant opponents by zipping seeds at them. These shots have enough strength to embed the seeds into tree trunks. So Pika Peck here is the badass little bird, that's for sure. 16 times a second. This bird can mess you up. You definitely don't want to mess with Pika Peck. And I'm wondering, what it's going to be as it grows. If we didn't have Rowlet, I would actually say that it would become a flying grass type, because it's a woodpecker and it's a lot evolved in trees and all that. But where we already have Rowlet, that would seem kind of weird to have two flying grass types like that. So I think Pika Peck here, or Pika Peck, however you say it, is just gonna end up being a normal flying like most of the other normal flyings, which is a little disappointing since Talonflame was fire flying, but I could be wrong. We'll see. But little Pika Peck here can get two different abilities, Keen Eye and Skill Link, and that's pretty much it for this Pika Peck, this cute little birdie. But we also got another Pokemon here, Goose, whatever. It's the loitering Pokemon. And it's like a little weasel, like a little mongoose weasel thingy. It's like Rufus, from Kim Possible. It's a naked mole rat Pokemon. But Goose is available on Route 1, so this is our Rattata. And our Rattata, our Pat Rat, our Route 1 normal generic thing, but he looks pretty cool, and he gets the Strong Jaw ability, or Stakeout, which is pretty cool. And actually, I think, what is Stakeout? Because I think I was just looking at, Stakeout is, this ability means that the Pokemon's move can deal twice the normal damage to any Pokemon that switches in or enters the field mid-battle. So that's pretty cool. And of course, the Strong Jaw ability makes all, biting moves a lot stronger, and with those little chompers that he's got, it appears to be very like bitey. And I apologize if I'm looking over here a lot. I have a bunch of screenshots up from the new trailer. That's how I normally do these videos, and I just kind of look over at them every now and then. But I always like to come back so I can talk to you guys too. But anyway, young Goose here is a big eater, as we've already said. It is never satisfied, so Snorlax has got some competition now. The majority of its long body is given over to its stomach, and its digestion is swift, so it's always hungry. It has strong fangs, so it can crush and consume the hardest of objects. Each young goose chooses its own particular route for searching out prey. It stalks along the route, searching for food until it's exhausted, at which point it drops and sleeps wherever it may be. It's thought that these Pokemon decide their routes based on safety, so that there's no risk of falling asleep at any time. Young Goose is not a Pokemon that is naive. Oh, this is interesting. I haven't actually read this yet. Young Goose is not a Pokemon that is native to the Alola region. It was brought to the region to help it with the explosive population of a certain other Pokemon, and now Young Goose are commonly seen around the Alola region. That's interesting. And it also says it evolves once. I wonder if this is a pre-evolution for Zangoose. I would put money on that. Now that I've read that, that makes me even more excited about it. It has to be. I bet this is a pre-evolution for Zangoose. Why else? Because why else would they say that it's not native to the Alola region? And I know we've never seen Yungoos in Hoenn, but I mean, we have been getting a lot of Hoenn hype, and it makes a lot of sense. It only evolves once. And, you know, Zangoose is a standalone. I bet, I'm calling it right now, Yungoos is the pre-evolution of Zangoose. Wow, that's cool. That's even more hype. Like I said, I didn't even read that until just now. That's awesome. I'm betting it. I'm playing, and I bet, you know, once a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing, but that's cool. I hope that's a thing. I would love to see more Pokemon like Zangoose or, you know, one and dones get more. So interesting. So there's a possibility. We have a possible pre-evolution for Zangoose right here, but we'll move on for now to the final Pokemon that we learned about. We got Grubbin here, or Grubbin. He's just a little bug. Once again, these all seem like the first route, first forest kind of encounters. Our scatterbugs, our rattatas, our caterpies, our pidgeys of the Alola region. But Grubbin here is a bug type larva Pokemon, and it is real. Grubbin relies on its sturdy jaw as a weapon in battle and as a tool for burrowing through the earth. Grubbin loves electricity, which is why it can be found near power plants and substations. By wrapping tree branches in its sticky threads that it spews from its mouth, Grubbin can swing around like an actor on suspension wires. So Grubbin here does evolve twice as well, I believe I read somewhere. Grubbin, again, just seems like our, you know, little generic route beginning Pokemon, but the fact that it loves electricity tells me that it's going to evolve into some sort of electric Pokemon. And, you know, I mean, maybe it'll become a Firefly. I mean, I know Fireflies, I mean, you think fire, but it would be cool to have, like, if it evolved into, like, a bug electric. I know we already have Galvantula and Joltik, but it would be cool. It would certainly be better than the other Firefly Pokemon that we've gotten. Just throwing it out there. But this thing does evolve twice, and actually, how interesting would it be if it did evolve and it evolves into either Volbeat or whatever the hell the other Volbeat is named. I hope that's not the case because those two Pokemon suck, but it would be interesting nonetheless and would connect to Hoenn even more, even though I personally have seen enough connection to Hoenn. But either way, this is a cool little bug, and it can get the ability Swarm, which, where did I read that? Yeah, it's ability Swarm. Maybe I didn't read it somewhere. I thought I read something about it. Unless it's right here. Nope. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. But those are our 3 Pokemon. We have Pika Peck, we have Young Goose, and we have Grubbin. And now that I read up more on Young Goose there, I'm the most excited about that to see what's actually happening there, and if that is in fact a pre-evolution for Zangoose. But beyond that, we got more information on Margeana here, and Margeana, we got revealed a long time ago. It was actually like really the first Generation 7 Pokemon that we got. It's coming out in the new movie with Volcanion, but Margeana here gets the ability Soul Heart, which Soul Heart is the ability that raises Margiana's special attack every time a Pokemon in the area faints. And in the trailer specifically, it shows the partner Eevee fainting, and then Margiana's special attack goes up. So that's pretty cool. But we also learned Margiana's signature move, the Flora Cannon, and it's basically just a giant beam of "you're dead." And it looks pretty cool. Again, Margiana, kind of the same deal as Zygarde. It's nice to see some hype reinstated into these Pokemon that we got a lot of hype out really before Sun and Moon started, and now they're all intertwined in with it. That's really nice to see, but we didn't really get much beyond that from Margiana. The other really big thing we got is we have a new battle mode. We have Battle Royale. It's a 4-player free-for-all, and if you frequently watch YouTubers or Pokemon YouTubers like I do, you've seen that this is just a thing that's happened for a while, but now there's kind of an official format. It seems like it can only be one-on-one. You don't, or at least from what I saw, it's not like, okay, you have 3 and you have 3 and you have 3 and you have 3. And it seems like if, say, the person in the red corner knocks out a Pokemon in the green corner, that's it. I could be mistaken. The rules seem a little odd, but it does definitely seem interesting. And the ring itself is really cool. You've got like the Charizard head, and you got a head for each end, and it's color coded. It's really cool. It's another new breath of life into Pokemon, and it's cool because we've gotten over the years, we've gotten double battles, triple battles, rotation battle, inverse battle, and now we just have a flat out four-player free-for-all. Excuse me. And the final thing I wanted to talk about, this wasn't in the trailer, and I'm not even really sure if it's new or not. But as I was looking into all this stuff, I went to the Sun and Moon website, and I came across this: Solgalio's Radiant Sun phase and Lunala's Full Moon phase. Now, again, I don't know if this is anything new, and I don't see anybody talking about it. I had never heard about it, but they're new forms of Solgaleo and Lunala, the Radiant Sun and the Full Moon, and the artwork for it is beautiful, and they look awesome, but they seem to be surrounded by clouds, almost eclipse-like. And I know there's been talks about the third legendary being eclipsy, but it's just interesting. These came out of nowhere, and like I said, they're not in the trailer. This is just like we released all of this stuff with the trailer, these new Pokemon, information on Margiana, new battle mode, and we're just going to kind of tuck this to the side. And those of you who are looking and noticed it, oh cool, there you go. But the specific description on the website at least says, Solgaleo and Lunala are 2 Pokemon that hold an important key to the story. The forms that these 2 Pokemon take when they release their mighty power are now revealed as the Radiant Sun phase and the Full Moon phase. Both appear to be shining with a stronger light than in their previous released images. What will these 2 do when they release their full power? That's huge. And it actually kind of makes me think of Zygarde, because the biggest thing, like when Zygarde first came out, was the blue and the red, which everybody at the time thought Xerneas and Yveltal. But what if it's Solgaleo and Lunala? Because I know, at least in all the artwork, it's more kind of like orange and purple, and the blue and the red matches Yveltal and Xerneas more, but I don't know. It just seems like this is just out of left field, out of nowhere. We just really learned about Solgaleo and Lunala themselves, and now they have a new form. It's kind of like Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon, except not, and it's not Mega Evolution either. It's just a new form. It's similar to, in fact, Zygarde. This is their full power, their complete power, however you want to word it. That's why I wonder if it's connected to Zygarde. And I mean, who knows? But for now, that's really all the information we have on this. I think they look really cool, especially like the artwork for Solgaleo is really cool. It's standing on what appears to be it's standing on a cloud with other clouds like all around it, and Lunala's full moon phase is very pretty with the clouds like almost going around the moon. So, but yeah, that's it. That's all we got this time, and this was a big one, and it's awesome. I'm very excited about the 3 new Pokemon. I'm especially excited to see if Yungoos becomes Zangoose, and I'm excited about the Battle Royales. I'm interested and intrigued by these new phases or forms of Solgaleo and Lunala, and I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get more information on this very soon, but for now, that's all we got. So if you enjoyed this video, do give that like button a nice little poke for me. Scroll on over and poke the subscribe button so you can catch more Sun and Moon thoughts, ideas, reactions, whatever you want to call it, videos. But until next time, guys, I'll see you then.